Puddle Monster, explained and narrated by Krishna Das KD.
Today, we are going to learn about the puddle monster. All of you know what is a puddle? A hollow place filled with mud and dirty water. Bholu. Bholu was very mischievous and very naughty. He has a very strange habit of stamping in the puddles and splash the dirty muddy water and make everyone dirty. Everyone said that Bholu was a good, well-behaved boy until the monsoon came. Then something strange and dreadful came over him, and they called him Bholu Saitan instead. Why they call him Bholu Saitan? You will see here how. Like most 8-year-old boys, Bholu loved puddles. Or to be more exact, he liked splashing in them, which is okay, but he liked splashing other people even better, which is not okay. Come quickly, baby, he would call out to his pretty elder sister. There is a beautiful butterfly in the garden just like you. And he would lead her right next to a huge puddle, pretending to look for the butterfly. And then, with great glee, stamp in the puddle as hard as he could, spraying her with dirty, muddy water. Whoosh, sploosh, splatter! Eek! Baby would scream, jumping back, gasping for breath. Her dress spattered and soggy. Baby always took great care to look beautiful all the time, and this made Bholu want to splash her all the more. No one was safe, not Duffer the dog, not baby's friends, not the milkman or postman. Once Bholu even splashed his teacher, Miss Pinky, in the school playground. After that, actually, she looked more like a Miss Brownie after that. Oops, sorry, Miss Pinky, he had said quickly. That was an accident. I thought there was a water snake in the puddle waiting to strike, so I had to stamp on it to save you. It was a great excuse made by Bholu to escape punishment from Miss Pinky. And he had smiled his baby-faced smile, which poor Miss Pinky could not resist, and so forgave him. But the snake, now that gave him an even better idea. Something is going on in his mind. Let's see what he does the next. It was the day of baby's birthday party, and she had invited all her silly gilly friends who often teased Bholu till he was red in the face. And glory be, it had rained heavily that morning. There was a gigantic, humongous puddle just outside their gate under a shady mango tree. And now it struck a great idea in Bholu's mind. What he is thinking is, we are going to see soon. Bholu is very mischievous, great excuse maker, and a great planner also. Let's see what he does the next with baby's friends in her birthday. He is thinking. You can see in this picture the puddle just near his gate. He is thinking, something going on in his mind. It was baby's birthday. At 4 o'clock, Bholu climbed the tree and positioned himself right above the puddle. 5 minutes later, baby's best friend Sheila came tripping delicately down the road in a dress that looked as if it had been made out of candy floss. As she carefully skirted the puddle, Bholu gave a blood-curdling yell and jumped out of the tree's blues. And he did what he wanted. Sheila got all the dirt from top to bottom in her clothes, on her face. You might be thinking what the reaction of Sheila this time. What Bholu has done, he might be very happy. You can see in this picture that Bholu has positioned himself in one of the branch of the mango tree near his house and he is waiting. Poor Sheila just stood there, the mud and slime dripping off her scrubbed face, her dress ruined. Then she screamed and fled homewards, weeping. Bholu the puddle monster had struck. He had taken the revenge from one of baby's friend. The next to arrive were Priya, Nina and Lovely, 3 sisters who often teased Bholu mercilessly. Now up in the tree, his eyes gleamed. Revenge for all that teasing would be sweet indeed. He waited and then, as they drew alongside the puddle, jumped with another blood-curdling yell and continued jumping up and down in it, splattering them thoroughly from head to toe, all the time gleefully yelling, "Snake, snake, snake." He had given the excuse of snake so that others might think that it was not a planning, but it was just an accident or an act to save themselves. "Wow!" spluttered Nina. "Help!" screeched Priya. "My dress!" sobbed Lovely, not looking lovely anymore. "You horrible boy," wept Nina, looking down at herself. "I'm going to tell your mother." Now these 3 girls is going to complain to Bholu's mother about what he has done. Do you think Bholu is going to listen or is going to stop? Let's see what happens. "Snake!" yelled Bholu Saitan gleefully and bent and picked up something long and snake-like from the puddle. "Oops!" he said, holding it up. "So sorry, it's a rope, not a snake." The monster had, of course, purposely put the rope in the puddle himself before climbing the tree, so no one could really blame him for splashing. He was, after all, trying to kill the snake and save them. He is so smart in executing his plan, and he is giving the excuse that he has not done it willfully. Let's see what happens the next. Anyway, but Bholu is very smart, though he is naughty too. Hearing all their screams, Baby came running out. What happened? She gasped, staring at her dripping friends, and then, understanding everything in a jiffy, said, You terrible Satan, Bholu, just wait till I get my hands on you. Sing. But she could not, of course, because Bholu was standing smack in the middle of the puddle with his foot raised. I am going to tell Mama, said Baby, just now. Silly Baby should have of course gone straight in and told her mother. Instead, she paused. Maybe she still loved her younger brother, Bholu. You see, explained Bholu innocently, I was only protecting your friends from mortal danger. What do you mean? Said Baby. You see this rope, said Bholu, holding it up. It was lying in the puddle like this. He dropped the rope into the water and it looked just like a snake. I mean, anyone can see it looks like a cobra or viper waiting to strike. Great excuse Bholu made to escape himself from Baby's anger. Foolish Baby and soaking Nina, Priya and Lovely leaned over the puddle to look at the rope. Yes, it did indeed look a bit like a snake. They didn't see Bholu's eyes gleam wickedly. Dustbin Bholu had once again made them foolish also like his teacher. So, to save your friends from a terrible death, I jumped on it and stamped it like this and this and this. Pachak, pachak, pachak. And this idiot, by showing them the demo, he had made them dirty once again, splashing the puddles. The Bholu Satan. This name he really deserves. This time, all four of them got splashed right in the face. Oops, sorry, said Bholu, stifling a giggle. I didn't realize you were so close by. So it's a great excuse by Bholu. How in front of them he is making them fool and no one can understand it. Let's see what this boy has to do next. This was the last straw, the puddle exclaimed angrily as Bholu stamped on it again and again. We puddles have got to do something about the Satan. What? Asked a smaller puddle nearby. He nearly emptied me in just one jump. Ha ha ha. Have you ever seen the boy like him? Ah, it's raining again, said the big puddle with satisfaction. Now we can link our arms and do some planning. I will tell you what. I hope this sort of boy is not in your school or in your area. Otherwise, you might be also become dirty with splashing. It rained quite a bit during the night, but fortunately cleared up the next morning. Bholu had his big cricket match that day. He was the captain of his team and a terrific opening batsman as well. As captain, he was very particular that he was properly kitted out when he walked out to bat. Shirt trousers, cap, shoe, socks, gloves, pad, arm guard, everything had to be absolutely spotless. You might think this was strange for someone who liked jumping in muddy puddles, but as Bholu loftily told his mother, I can't bat or lead the team looking like a ragamuffin. And now, all dressed up and kitted out, he stepped out of the gate to head for the playground a short distance away. He was late because his shoes had not been properly whitened and now he had just 5 minutes to get to the ground. What might be running in his mind right now? Does anyone have any guess? Let's see what happens. Just 5 minutes he has to get to the ground and is getting late for his cricket. Just outside the gate lay yesterday's huge puddle, which today was looking bigger and deeper. Normally Bholu would have just splashed happily through it, but now he knew he could not do that because he has white uniform. He stared at the cocoa brown water, wondering how to get past, and gasped. The grinning faces of Baby, Sheila, Nina, Priya and Lovely were looking up at him from the depths of the puddle covered with mud. Now this boy who always make others dirty, what will happen to him today? And this great puddle monster is not going to stamp the water today? What happened to him? What he is thinking? He is recalling everything, what he has done to others. Hi Bholu, come join us, Nina invited. It's a real cool, sang Priya. And your clothes are so white, added Lovely. So lovely and white. Now tit for tat is going to happen. Come on, Puddle brother. You are not afraid of mud and slime, are you? Then splash, Bholu, splash. Dhimchak, phachak. That was lovely again. So sad. So sad. What happened to Bholu now? What you do to others will come back to you one day. Always remember this. That is the rule of this earth. I have a cricket match, Bholu stammered. Scared booby. Here I will show you how, exclaimed Baby, and made as if to grab his hand and pull him in. Yeah, help, yelled Bholu and stepped back hastily. What his sister has done? Mud and slime, do your bit, muttered the puddle. They did, and suddenly Bholu found himself skidding wildly and then sprawled flat on his back in the middle of the puddle. What a splash he's made! And in this way, these girls have taken their revenge also. Whatever we do to others, they also do the same thing to us one day. Remember this. Bholu, what are you doing lying down in that puddle? Isn't your cricket match on? He looked up. Baby was standing at the edge of the puddle, neat and tidy as a pin as usual, her black eyes looking concerned. But he could swear that there was a sly smile on her face, too. It's authored by Ranjit Lal. So, always remember this. Whatever you are doing today to others is going to come back to you too. Tit for tat. Hello, this is KD. I hope you like the video. So keep on watching the video. All the best and good luck.